Okay, hi. Finally, I'm going to do your reading tonight. So, I read your questions, and I think what has been part of the holdup for me is that I usually I usually don't um, verify whether or not a dream that you had is the truth. That's a little. I've never done it before. So I'll try to do the best that I can here, but um, I can't guarantee anything about that. But what I did do is I got the energies from your email, and thank you again so much for being so patient. But you and I have communicated, and I gave you some information. I gave you a couple of recipes to try. So hopefully those things are going to work for you. So based on the email that you sent me, I was able to determine that you you're vibrating a one, and your partner, your husband, is vibing as a three. Now, threes are well. First of all, this beautiful bright yellow could indicate someone who is a Leo, and that is actually you, right? You're the Leo, right? But um, and you had new beginnings. He had creativity. You said that he is a, very good liar. Well, that would go with creativity, wouldn't it? But for you, new beginnings. So when I saw this and I was meditating about it, this indicates you having started a new life by even entering into this relationship with him, that this is something that took you out of your comfort zone. Um, he did the typical, you know, things a narcissist do, and that is, well, not even narcissist. It sounded to me like you're dealing with a covert narcissist. Those are the guys that tell you, or the people, but in this sense, we'll talk about the guys, right? That tell you that, my wife doesn't understand me. Oh, she cheated on me. All this, all of that, all this, all that. And more than likely, you'll never have a chance to speak to that person before you end up being involved with them. Like, there's no way for you to verify these stories. So, that's one tactic that they use. Um, and then they will go around and paint a picture of that ex, or now you, to other people to make it look like you're crazy, or that you are the one that is being negative or whatever, and that they are going out of their way and being so generous with you, and you are just so ungrateful and mean and terrible for them. So they try to paint themselves as the victim when actually they're the villain, okay? So, and covert narcissists can be male or female. And for some people, they there might be some kind of matrix where two type of personalities that are similar like that end up together. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, because I'm just learning about these things myself, and I'm learning about them through this twin flame journey that I'm on, if you believe that. So it's confusing, and everything is not 100% black and white. Everything is not, a person has all of the qualities of a narcissist or all the qualities of a covert narcissist that you can just say, aha. No, you can't do that. And some people, it seems to me like some behaviors are learned, just like anything, right? So sometimes people like morph into these personality disorders because they're trying to put up they're trying to defend themselves. It's like Stockholm syndrome. I don't know if you've ever heard about that, where the person who is the victim starts to take on the characteristics of the captor, right? So they start to empathize with the captor and start to believe the things that the captor is saying, and also and start to even understand the point of view of the captor. Okay, so there's a thin line between being empathetic towards a person and actually, after a lot of abuse, this is a way of defending yourself, and you start to take on the characteristics of the person who's abusing you. So those are just the things that I've learned so far. Like I said, I'm learning things. I'm on the same journey as a lot of my viewers, and so, like I said, I'm not an expert in any of these things. I'm not even an expert in this. You know, I'm just doing what it is that Spirit has for me to do. So, in the best of worlds, your husband would be a very creative energy, okay? And again, your new beginning was this relationship with him, but at the same time, this new beginning will be, in my estimation, your opportunity to free yourself from this situation. All right, now, I know that I gave you some information, some advice about how to keep him away from you, but you were still interested in having him return. At the same time, I don't know. I'll be honest, from what you expressed in your email, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you really do want him back. If you're having dreams about him being sick or having an accident and that kind of thing, that may not be your intuition. That may be your subconscious telling you that you need to get away from him, or that you want to get away from him, or that you may be wishing him some bad stuff internally. You know, that you may love him, but subconsciously you may be afraid of him and you want him to disappear. So like I said, this was a very confusing situation for me. So I can imagine it must be confusing to you also, okay? Now, the first card that just came out here, is it safe for you to love? Was in the reverse. So this is telling me that it is not safe for you to continue in this relationship, dear. Okay? That's honest. And these are the Romance Angel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So I'm just going to... All right. Now this says give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. All right. Let me keep shuffling, and I'm going to be meditating on that while I shuffle. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Give your relationship a chance. Okay. All right. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Separation is on the horizon for you and your mate. Religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. All right, and this could also talk about culture, race, things like that. You know, political beliefs. It could, my spirit just said it could also be talking about psychological differences. In other words, someone may have some type of actual clinical disorders in this relationship. And that could be why I'm getting these mixed messages. But unrequited love, give your relationship a chance. Unrequited love. Stay optimistic about your love life, separation, and religious factors. Okay, so I think what this is saying is that there will be a legal separation of this marriage. Okay, I think it is saying that the unrequited love that you are dealing with in this relationship don't make this cause you not to have an optimistic outlook about your love life in general. Not with this particular person, not with your husband, but positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Meaning, if you start thinking positively and have faith, you can help yourself get out of this relationship because it's saying that it is not safe for you to love. All right. Now, if this card was in the upright, all right, it would say to open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And then this would say, give your relationship a chance. So that would make sense. So it's going to tell, it would be saying for you to don't be afraid. All right. Give this relationship a chance. And even though the love is unrequited, stay optimistic about your relationship. But you still have separation here, which is what's going on right now, and religious factors, which might speak to the fact that you all have been brought up in different cultures and raised in different ways. So if this card, if it was safe for you to love, was in the upright, that would be a good message. But the fact that it was in the reverse and give your relationship a chance, I think that it's saying that you need to give yourself a chance and that you need to love yourself. You need to focus on yourself. Put yourself first, number one, and start all over again, new beginnings. You are saying that this person is that much of a liar, that much of a sociopath, and he is very creative. And the things that you're describing are indications of a possible covert narcissist. There is nothing to, you don't have the tools available, none of us do, to deal with something like that. All right. A narcissist knows that a narcissist believes their lies. A covert narcissist doesn't believe it. They know that they're lying. They actually don't think that they're any good, even though they're trying to portray themselves as this benevolent, kind, sincere, caring person. They know that they're not. They know that this is a false mask, and they are afraid to be exposed. So if you expose this person, you stand to lose a lot. They can get vicious. Okay, it's like a dog, right? They will bite. If they get bit, they will bite back and they will go for blood. So I think that if this is what you are experiencing, and if all the information you gave me in your email is true, I would not recommend you trying to remain in this relationship. All right? Let's see if I can get anything from the regular Rider-Waite deck that could give us some clarification about what's happening here. Alrighty. All right. So, okay. So we have the Four of Wands, and that came in the reverse. Four of Wands talks about your home, talks about your foundation. In the reverse, that means that there is instability in the home, things are not happy, and based on your email, that would be the truth, right? So, and that fell underneath, it is not safe for you to love. So, in the reverse, all right, let's see what else happens here. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so next card that you got after Four of Wands. Okay. Okay, so the next card that came after the Four of Wands was the Knight of Wands. Right, so this talks about some quick movement. All right, a message of passion, or somebody bringing a very strong message. Okay, so you've been getting messages from your ex, or through his connections, his friends, whoever is his spokespeople, about maybe him making some moves, some aggressive movements that may be trying to take your home, or filing papers and things like that. That's what I'm getting that is that this is something that may be being done in a hurry. Okay, but that you might be getting a message from him saying that he wants to come back home, but it may just be for sex. That's okay. The next card that came up was the Star card, okay? So this can indicate someone who is an Aquarius. This could also indicate something that is healing, something that is coming towards you with healing. That fell under unrequited love. So he could be coming back saying that he wants to heal this relationship. He may be coming back. You may hear from him asking you if you all can heal this relationship, right? Next card after the Star was the Page of Wands. Again, some offer of reconciliation or expressing passionate feelings, but again, it's an in and out thing. He's not going to stay long, all right, and you will feel better when you connect with him again, because maybe y'all have good sex. I don't know, but there's an indication of that being part of the dynamic with the two of you. The next card that fell out was the Tower, right? And that fell on top of the separation card. So, even if you allow yourself to work on this relationship and to express love and I'm sorry and all of that, there's still going to be some type of a breakup, some type of a breakdown in this relationship, some type of Tower moment, because the next card that came up on the religious factors was the Three of Swords. So there's some kind of heartbreak that's connected with this marriage for you. And at the bottom of the deck was the Ten of Wands. So that's saying to me that there's a burden that you have been dealing with and that you are at the point where it's going to be over. You're about to lay this burden to rest. Okay? And that would indicate for you a new beginning, right? So I think that's what it's saying here, is that this marriage is not stable. It's not safe for you. And even if he comes towards you and tries to heal this marriage, and even if this is what you want, this is not going to be a permanent situation, because eventually this is going to fall apart, resulting in heartache. I'm not saying that he's cheating, but he could be. Okay? And if he's not doing it now, I'm okay. If he's not cheating now, if you and he get back together again, that's what's going to be going on, because that's just who he is. All right? He drew you into this relationship under false pretenses. Anyway, so. All right, let me see if I can get something from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck, and that's by Colette Baron Reed. See if there's any further advice about this relationship for my client, please. All right. The Dragon's Duel. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. Number 23. All right. This 23 is a 5. 5 is about change. All right. We have two snakes here who are fighting one another. And this fight can go on for a long time. You see this curly, that's like infinity, those two tails. Almost, but there is a break. See, there is a break. So that would give you a chance, because if you stay with this situation, it's telling me that this is going to be a constant battle. A constant battle. It's not give and take. It's a constant battle that may result in dangers to your own health or to his. Okay, so let me read this to you because I think this is important. The Dragon's Duel. All right, so the Dragon's Duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It's both the ally and the challenger at once, meaning that it's your friend but it's also going to challenge you, okay? It represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may call you to change direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions, deliberately feed the other and the duel will be won in your favor. So, in terms of this relationship, Spirit is saying that feed yourself. Look out for yourself. Get a lawyer if that's what you need to do to make sure that you can hold on to your property. All right. Don't sign any papers that you do not understand fully, and do not share the same attorney with him about anything that has to do with anything. Even if you want a separation or divorce, get your own attorney. If you can't get an attorney, then don't sign any papers. If he wants to be separated from you, he can just move, okay? Or you can go down to the court and have them give you an order of separation. But don't agree to anything with any attorneys that are not your own, unless you are at the family court and their clerks are doing your paperwork for you, if you can't afford an attorney. If you live in a major city, there may be legal services, free legal services for women in some places. You might just have to Google that. There may be law students who are doing internships and they will help you with getting paperwork together. In some instances, legal aid services, give them a call. They can direct you to who can give you a hand if you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, get yourself an attorney. All right. But this is going to be constant for you. That's what I'm getting. This is going to be constant for you. And if you decide to make a choice to stay in this, something's going to have to change. And the only person that you can control and change is you. No matter how many spells you do, no matter how much of anything that you do, unless you change you, God may change that person, but the divine will do it in its own time and not in your time, because they're going to want you to do what you need to do to take care of yourself, because we only answer for ourselves at the end of the day. Okay, see? The Desert Prince. Number 19, survival and false promises. This is telling me that your husband has been he's going to do whatever he needs to do to survive. And he will tell you whatever it is that he thinks that you need to hear to get whatever it is that he wants to get. If he wants to get away from you, he'll know what to say. And if he wants to stay with you, he'll know what to say. He is a survivor, okay? And like I said, this could be a narcissist or a covert narcissist that you're dealing with. The Lady in the Mirror. Oh my goodness. I had a client earlier today. I did a reading for her, and these same two cards came out. So there's some message here for you too. 44, reflection and non-judgment. To me, in this situation for you, you need to take a look at yourself, all right? And don't beat up on yourself for being taken in by this person. They're professionals, okay? And no, they don't have to get a license in it, but they've been doing this a long time. This is a survival skill of theirs. This is how they have been able to make it in this world, because in actuality they're not very strong people. They're very weak. They're very insecure. Okay, so what this is saying to me is that you need to take a look at yourself. All right, without beating up on yourself. Don't think that you're stupid because you hung around, or that you allowed this person to come towards you, because that's what they do. They're con artists. This is what they do. What you need to look at is, how can you get yourself away from here safely, and don't even wish him negativity. Don't even feed negative thoughts towards him, okay? Just don't judge it. That's his path. You just were one of the lessons in his path, and he was one in yours. The cosmos, creativity, like him, right? So this, again, to me is saying that you're dealing with someone who, this is creativity and vastness. Number 5. 5 is change. Again, you got change here and you got change here. The cosmos, this is telling me this person can spin some really, really good stories. Got a vast imagination. Someone in this scenario has a very big imagination. Okay? And this is saying that needs to change. You need to change. You got 5 and 5. Change needs to happen in here. You can manifest this change. This is 44. This is a master number, and this is a master year. You can change this. This is foundational, okay? But you have to look at yourself first. You have to look inside of you first, right? And make the changes that need to be made. The new beginning for you. You have one more message for the client, please. One more. Nothing else? One more card, please. Okay. Oh my goodness. The word Lord and the web weaver. So he has a way with words, and he can draw you into his web. But at the same time, this is your ancestor. Again, another 4. All right. This is the word Lord, 43. That's 7. Okay. This is creativity. Again, creativity. Making a masterpiece. Okay. Dishonest communication. Praise, communication. He's going to try to flatter you. And that fell right on top of the Desert Prince, which also talks about flattery and false promises. The web weaver, again, number 4. This is your spirit guides telling you that they're going to catch you when you fall. They're ready to catch you when you fall out of this web of deceit and tales and lies. Ooh, sorry. Okay? So your ancestors are letting you know that they will be there for you. Divine intelligence, cause and effect. Cause and effect. This one thing related to, so like I said, this may have been a situation where over time someone has has used this antisocial behavior in order to survive. Someone has assumed this antisocial behavior in order to make it in the world. You get another card though, number 27. 2 and 7 is 9. So again, this is a message from the ancestors. This is a sacred union, a partnership, or a romance. This is about a marriage. Yes, it's a partnership. It was a romance. This is a sacred union. So maybe that's the way you feel about this. Let me get the book and see what it's talking about. The sacred union. Number 27. Ooh. The spirit is listening and is always at your side, helping you co-create your greatest desires and manifest your destiny. When you receive this, know that you're never alone on your path. Partnership with the divine is yours whenever you need help. Again, your ancestors are present here. The sacred union also represents the coming together of all kinds of harmonious alliances, friendship, family, business, and of course, romance. No matter what the form, this message pertains to the value of partnership and reminds you to observe the gifts bestowed upon you by this sacred union. This is a positive omen. So the sacred union that they're referring to is not necessarily a romantic relationship. It's the divine's relationship with you, that they are there watching and that they are there protecting you. Like I said, the word weaver. Your ancestors are saying that they will be there to catch you when you fall. The sacred union, as your challenger, warned you to be careful of your associations at this time. You may be entering into a situation that can cause more aggravation and drama than you can handle. Be mindful of addictive tendencies in making partnership commitments. Are you choosing from an obsessive need to distract yourself from moving forward in your own life? Are you ignoring your red flags in order to change the course of events to suit yourself? Could it be possible that you're the recipient of mixed messages? It's time to put a little distance between you and your query. More will be revealed to help you make the correct choice to support your soul's growth. Okay, so I think that they're saying you need to take a step back from the question that you're asking and ask something more objective, which would be more centered upon yourself. All right? This marriage is a contract. Marriage is as much about business as it is about romance, and sometimes even more. And people don't always marry people because they love them. And that doesn't mean that they don't love them, but they stand more to gain by being married than they may be by being single, all right? Or they feel that they have more to gain by being married, all right? It presents well when you're with your wife rather than with your girlfriend, okay? Some jobs, some business opportunities, business associates, they rather deal with someone who's married because then they feel that that person is a little more grounded and stable. Okay, so there are other reasons, and when we accept someone's marriage proposal, we need to be careful about thinking about what is it? Is this really just about love, or is this something else? We're grown people. We're not little kids, okay? So we can stand back and say, what is it that he stands to gain from marrying me? That doesn't mean that you devalue yourself. That's just being realistic and looking at this like, okay, What am I bringing to this table? What is he bringing to this table? But you can ask yourself these questions to see whether or not you're being taken advantage of or being taken for a ride, or if this person you are equally yoked. Okay? And I think in the scriptures, I don't know what your belief system is, but in the King James Version of the Bible, somewhere in there it says, don't be unevenly yoked with unbelievers. Okay? And that could, that goes to if you have differences, again, religious factors, marriage. It could be that maybe you have different belief systems altogether, Maybe he made you think that he believed the same thing that you do spiritually, Maybe both of you share the same religious beliefs, but maybe he made you think that and he actually didn't. And that's just something that just is coming to me now as I'm speaking to you. That could be part of the problem. Is maybe maybe you all had different definitions of what marriage is and what it meant. Okay? That could be it. Or y'all could have just be in the middle of a fight. That could just be all it is. And maybe you are panicking a little more than you need to. But I don't think that. But I'm just saying that could just be all that this is. But the fact that you want him back, maybe that's what you think that this is all that this is. And maybe Spirit's trying to tell you, no, it's more than that. That maybe you need to count your blessings and back out of this if you can, or at least keep a safe distance away from him. All right. Let's see what mermaids and dolphins have to say about all of this in regards to this relationship for you. Thank you. Excuse me. Ooh. Friendship. Time to make a play date for yourself or one or more of your friends. Yeah, you need to get out. You need to start finding some friends. You said that you're alone. Well, you need to make a change about that. Now, you can go down on Sunday, go to the local church or whatever day church is in your community and meet some people. Families, women who are there. I don't know, but you have to start getting yourself some friends. You have to start getting yourself some type of support system. That's what I'm thinking here that you need to do. You need to find a support system for yourself. You can't be in the world alone and the only friend that you have is your husband. Even if this was a good relationship, that's not a good idea. Okay? You are a stranger in a strange place, okay? You can't be all by yourself. You got to find some friends. Like I said, call around, there's some support groups, and ready, set, go. Okay? Perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. Listen, you need to get moving. You need to get some friendships. This card says make a wish. This is a magical moment and make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. This is a master year. You can manifest what it is that you want. Okay? And if that's what you wanted, if this relationship is what you want, then you can have it. Okay? But my advice is to find yourself some friends, get yourself a support system in place, and start saving some money. Start putting aside resources for yourself. Try to secure your home. You said you had a prenup, so Make sure that it's, airtight in your favor, or at least in an equal balance, all right? And work on making your environment stable for yourself, okay? All right, let me see what we can get from, oh, the Mermaids and Dolphin cards are by Doreen Virtue also. So let's see what we can get here from the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck, and that's by Kim Dwyer. So we have another 44, integration, mind, body, and spirit, okay? I combine my mind, body, and soul to lift all of humanity in a new dimension. Yeah, to me, this is saying that you need to get yourself in alignment. You need to get some clarity. You need to start using all of your gifts, all right, everything. Be very thoughtful, prayerful, okay? Everything together to become clear about this. When everything is integrated, when you're operating with your body, your mind, and your soul, then you can manifest what it is that you want, and you can become strong in who you already are. Ashe. Crystal Ascension. I'm attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the Crystal Kingdom. Okay, again, this could be talking about you getting on social media, starting to meet people, starting to find friends, learning how to get around without him, okay? 3 and 7 is 10. Again, it's about you, number 1, all right? Try to expand your friendship base, okay? Your support system. 34, our Earth Angel. Again, it's the 7, okay? I'm a guardian of the Mother Earth and protect all who live around her, who live on her. Okay, this is saying to get protection. This is telling me that you need to protect yourself. That you need to get a support system around you, because that's going to be your protection. Next card that came here is number 39, Flames of Wisdom, Crone. I'm open to all of life's wisdoms and share it with gratitude. So this is saying that you need to pay attention to the messages that you're being given, advice that you get from older people, advice that you get from readers, advice that you get from your ancestors. Wisdom, okay? Wisdom. That's what these owls represent. Wisdom. Old crones like myself, letting you know. Again, 9, 10, 11, right? 10, 11, 12, 1 and 2 is 3. So this is divine. This is divine information. This is God talking to you right now. You need to pay attention to the messages and the advice of the older women around you who have been through this kind of stuff before. There are those of us who have been married and divorced. They have been in abusive relationships. And there's some of us out there who have been the abuser in relationships. As women, yes, it happens. So, but there's no need for you to stay in that. What this reading is saying to me is that you need to get yourself, you need to get ready to get yourself away from this person, or to at least protect yourself financially and mentally from this abuse. Okay? Keep your phone charged all the time when you're out. That just came. Told me keep your phone charged. But you have to start getting a hold of yourself and getting in alignment. Ask Spirit what it is that they want you to do. You have ancestral guides the same way I do. Okay, same way every one of us. You have ancestors who love you. They are there with you even though you physically can't see them. And what I was just told to tell you is that you need to speak to your ancestors. First of all, be thankful that you have come this far and that you have survived in this relationship, okay? And thank them for keeping you protected throughout this relationship. But then you need to ask them what it is that you need to do. If you haven't set up an ancestral altar already, then that may be something that you might want to work on, okay? Ancestral altar would be a white candle and 9 glasses of water, one in the center, 8 all around. Put it on a white surface like a white doily or a scarf, a pillowcase, whatever you got that's white. Put it, in a corner. You put it on a table where there are not going to be any children or animals, cats and stuff knocking over your candles. Put it in a safe area and light a white candle and keep a white candle burning on that altar at all times, okay? And go to your ancestors and ask them what it is that they want you to do. And get quiet and listen for the answer. That's what they said. Get quiet and listen for the answer. Ask them what you should do. Do some meditation. If you don't know how to meditate, or if you find it hard to do, put on some music and put on music in your home. Turn on the radio or sit down and put on your favorite CDs. Still make CDs, right? Put on your favorite CDs. Listen to your music. I get YouTube videos and I do my own DJing. I decide what I want to find, autoplay. And you can find autoplay of different types of genres of music, different artists and whatever, all over YouTube. Let that play. If that makes you cry, then cry. If it makes you sad, okay, then be sad. But then, once all of that crying and sadness is done, find another playlist that will make you happy, okay? And Ashe, as soon as I said that. You got 2 cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. That, again, is by Doreen Virtue. First card says, Coventina, purification. It's time for cleansing, detoxification of your mind and your body. And the other one's Cordella, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Again, you need to start being around certain different people. You need to take maybe some cleansing, some spiritual baths. You can make a bath with Epsom salt or sea salt in the tub and add some Florida water to it. Some type of essential oil, lavender, Florida water, Epsom salt in the tub. Take the bath, stay in there 21 minutes. When you step out, let the water go before you step out. So stand in the tub or sit in the tub until all the water goes down the drain. Don't step out beforehand. Once the water goes down the drain, you're going to be stepping onto the floor. Try to get a white towel or a white carpeting or whatever on the floor so that when you step out, there's white on the floor. And use a white towel to cover yourself with, white washcloth if you have it to bathe with. Okay? Do this at night. You could also do some fasting during the day. Check with your doctor first before you do anything as far as fasting. You fast and you can eat at night. so that you don't go to bed hungry. And when you go to eat, don't eat meat. Eat something like soup or fish or, yeah, soup or fish. All right? Keep it light. Salad would be fine. That'd be great. Okay? If you have to have meat, make it fish or seafood. Right? That might be best to do seafood. Shrimps, shrimp and crab or clams or something like that. But don't eat heavy. And don't eat red meat. I would say that you should do this for 7 days, a week. Take these baths, 21 minutes. When the 21 minutes is up, let the water go, stand up in it, and step out of the tub. Try to let your body air dry as much as possible and go to sleep. If you have white sheets, great. If you have white pajamas or nightgown, wear that. If not, don't worry about it. And when you're sleeping, write down your dreams. Not when you're sleeping, but when you wake up, write down the dreams if you can remember them, all right? Do that for 7 days. So fasting and bathing for 7 days. I would try keep a white candle lit and listen to the messages from your ancestors. Make sure that you go to your altar every day. You could actually sit down and write a letter to your ancestors and ask them for whatever it is that you really want to happen in this relationship. Okay. Write a letter to your ancestors. You could even include the one that you wrote to me with it, but if not, don't. Write a letter to your ancestors in your native language. You don't have to write English. Whatever is going to get you to express yourself as freely and as clearly as you can. Remember, your ancestors speak your language. Write it out. Put it in a white envelope and put that on your altar where your candles and your water are. If you can't do the 9 glasses of water, try to do at least 1 glass of water and 1 white candle, and it could be the 7-day candle. If you can't do that, you can use scented candles as long as they're white. Okay. You need, yeah, that's going to be your detoxification ritual. Okay. But you need to go outside. You need to meet new people. You need to get some fresh air and stop fretting about this here situation. The only thing that you can change is yourself. Now, I told you what you could do to keep him away from you. You could do that. That'll work. All right. But to draw him into you, that may work too. But is that what you want? Do you want to force him to honor his marriage vows? You want to force him to love you if that's not what he does? If he doesn't love you, you can't make him love you, and you can't make him love you. You can only do what you can do. All right? And you can't allow him, don't allow him to compare you to his ex-wife. Don't listen to that nonsense. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to the stories. If you haven't met her yourself, or you know someone who knows her, who's an objective person that can say, oh, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that, don't go for those stories, honey. Don't. They all got stories. My wife doesn't understand me is the famous one. That is like been going on for centuries. I don't know what they do in your country, but in the United States, that's it. Oh, my wife doesn't like me. Oh, my wife doesn't care about me. All this, all that. Unless you've seen her in action, or you've spoken to her children, or somebody who knows her, and they say, oh, yeah, she is this and that and that. Don't believe the hype. From the Native Spirit Oracle, Medicine Eagle. This, to me right now, it just seems like someone is going to bring you some healing. Okay, there's some healing coming to you. All right, let's see what this says. Eagle medicine. Okay. This talks about a profound connection to the Creator and the heavenly realms. As the eagle soars high above the earth, it has the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Courage and stamina are filling your life. You have the ferocity to right injustice and wrongs done to you or to others. This is the time to face fear and overcome it. If the Eagle Medicine card has chosen you, you are at the beginning, the advent of an opportunity to truly see life from a very rare vantage point. Eagles are considered to be one of the most sacred of all birds in many tribes and many cultures. Their single-minded fierceness, their dynamic energy, and the ability to soar high are part of the reason for this. This card reminds you to take heart and face fear. You do indeed have the strength to overcome any adversity. You also have a direct line to the Creator. Your prayers are heard and will be answered in accordance with your highest good. You have the capacity to channel extraordinary life force energy through your hands. Oh, wonderful. Go on an inner journey and imagine that you're an eagle. Feel the power of your wings, the clarity of your eyesight, and the power of your talons. As you do this, be aware of the energy of the majestic eagle filling you. So, you have the ability to soar above this nonsense, all right, because you have a direct line to the Creator, all right? So, talk to your ancestors, ask them to give you the guidance and to take you through the steps that you need. Ask for divine order to be established in this relationship. In your life. Ask for divine order to be established in your life. Your life. You. Number one. Okay? Don't worry about this creative energy here. Worry about yourself. Okay? Ask for divine order to be established and that everything works out for the best for all of those people who are involved, which means you and him. Okay? Ask for guidance. Ask for direction. Let's see if we can get something from, did I do the conscious? Yes, I did the conscious spirit oracle. Right. Let's see if we can get something from the angel answers card. No telling what comes up here. This can mess a reading up in a heartbeat. Lord have mercy. Okay, let's see what happens. It's also by Doreen Virtue. Okay, I think I said the Native Spirit cards were by Denise Lynn. Okay, but that Eagle Medicine, you can heal yourself. You can heal the situation. You can do better for yourself than this. But you need to look at this from a different perspective. And I think that will help. If you do the spiritual work, take the advice I just gave you about the spiritual baths. And also, if you have like, you can use any soap you want, but if you have Castile soap or black soap, that's good to do when you use. Florida Water actually makes their own soap. Very nice soap. I use that. So you might want to order some of that. And you know, I got it off of my favorite place to get things from. Amazon. Don't work for them, I'm just saying. Florida Water soap. Get Florida Water soap, and add that. When you're taking your regular baths, you know, use that too. But for this particular bath, if you can, get it. If not, use your regular soap. But if you can get that, if not, get Castile soap, black soap. If you can't get any of those three, use your own. If you can't get Epsom salt, use sea salt. Like I said, get lavender. You can order all these things online. If you don't have a botanical or essential oil place, sometimes in the malls you can get it, like at sometimes Yankee Candle, places like that have essential oils around. All right. And you can use scented candles on your altar if that's what you wish. So anyway, from the Angel Answer Oracle, within the next few weeks. All right, so let's see what that's saying. Within the next few weeks. I didn't even get a chance to answer the question, but I was busy shuffling anyway, so that's my fault. Within the next few weeks. Okay, it says what you have asked about will happen this month or soon thereafter. Your patience is rewarded. All right, you did have some questions, and that was my intention, was to ask these questions. And the first question would have been, will he return home? All right, I'm going to put this back into the deck, and we're going to start all over again with this, okay? So the first question is, will he return home? Hey, it came again, within the next few weeks. Peaceful resolution. Happy? Good? That's what you wanted to hear, right? Peaceful resolution within the next few weeks. Now, the next question that I was able to decipher from your email is, will he have... You had a dream that he had an accident, so you want to confirm whether or not your dream is true. It says in the near future, so perhaps your dream was correct. But we already said that you were tuned in to spirit. Will there be a separation? So yeah, it's confirming your dream. What you dreamt is, yeah. In the near future. Will there be a separation? Oh, it says unlikely, unlikely. Ask your angels. Again, like I said, ask your ancestors for guidance and protection in this situation. Because if he has an accident and it's serious, you're not going to ever get away from him, because it may be one of those accidents that cause him to be disabled, and then you are going to be burdened with taking care of his disabled lion ass. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you need to ask your angels. In this was turned up as I was laying it down. I noticed it was inside of the deck. It says, don't stop. Don't stop. Let me see what that means. So it's unlikely that you will be separated. They want you to ask your angels, don't stop. Don't stop means this is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes and your dreams or plans. You are on the right path, and you will see progress as long as you stay in your course. It's important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean that you shouldn't follow your heart. Again, follow the directions of your spirit guides, of your ancestors, okay? I confirmed for you that your dream is valid. It also says that it's unlikely that you will separate. And he will be coming back towards you within the next few weeks, in the near future. And there will be a peaceful resolution. Okay, so what you wanted is what you wanted. You got the answers. You also got a lot of background about what you may be dealing with. Okay, but in any event, my advice would be to seek some professional help if he comes back, and like a marriage counselor or something like that. Go to see a religious clergy. But you still need to get yourself some friends, especially again if he has this type of, if he has the kind of accident that you dreamt about. You're going to need friends around you to help you out. So maybe this is giving you a chance to start cultivating some friends before this happens. I don't know. It's pretty serious. Anyway, see if we can get a message for you from Postcards from Spirit. And that's by Colette Baron Reed. Let's see if there's something that they want to say to you. Okay. Any messages, Spirit, any messages, anything the ancestors want to say to, any advice that they would like to share with her about the situation, any affirmations, any words of encouragement, anything that will help her, give her some peace while she waits for this situation to resolve itself. Anything from the ancestors? Well, that's too many. One card, please, ancestors. Just one. Just one card, Spirit. Just one. One card. One card. One message. Thank you so much. This says, you are magical on the front. Okay, dearest you are in such good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. In the moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with Spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where all this is going, but if you want to manifest your desires for your highest good, you need to stay focused on that now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know that you have a huge sharing section over here? Love and hugs always. All right, so these are messages from your ancestors, okay? And they're telling you, like I said, you need to get yourself some friends, okay? You can't do this all by yourself. Set up that ancestral altar. Do your prayers to your ancestors. Ask them for guidance and intervention. If you want to spare your partner that accident, you can ask them to please intervene and not let that happen, or not let it be devastating. and to let him be able to be healthy as he was before, after. Okay? Be careful of your thoughts, because you have powerful thoughts apparently. Be careful what you wish, and be careful what you ask for. You have the power of manifestation. And so whatever you put your mind to do, it can be done. So go forward with that. I hope that I answered the questions that you had. I hope that I gave you some help in this situation. And I'm just praying for you and for him to be safe and healthy. Like I said, ask for divine order to be established in this situation for you both. Okay? So thank you so much for asking for this reading. I know it took a while for me to get to you, but Spirit says the messages come when they're ready to give it. So that's all I can say. And thank you so much for your interest in this. And I hope everything is going to be well with you. And I'm glad that you have this video so you can look at it again and, review it whenever you feel like it. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. And I'll be talking to you soon. Let me know if this resonates. Send me back an email. Let me know if any of these messages resonate with you. But you're going to be able to get what you want. All right. Just understand the only person that you can change is yourself. But then again, since you can manifest so much, maybe I'm wrong about that also. Okay. So I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you so much and be well. God bless you. Ashe.